We are just 2 days away from the start of the U.S. Open, with many of the world's top players set to battle it out for Grand Slam glory. The likes of Jannik Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, and Novak Djokovic will be eyeing the grand prize in the men's tournament. Meanwhile, it remains to be seen if anybody can stop Aryna Sabalenka from winning back-to-back titles on the women's side. The singles draw took place on Thursday, with some interesting ties being thrown up. Emma Raducanu and Jack Draper were handed favorable starts on paper, but the other Brits involved in the draw were not as lucky. Katie Boulter and Sony Cardle will both face seeded players in the opening round, while Cameron Norrie and Jacob Fairnley. Doubles specialist Jamie Murray is the latest star to hit out at the revamped mixed doubles format at the U.S. Open, claiming it isn't worthy of a Grand Slam title. I just don't see why they couldn't have had both this as an event and still have the main mixed doubles, he said. All the conditions are changed to get the stars buy in and sign up. If they made it 3 or 4 days, they were not going to play. Do I think it's worthy of a Grand Slam title? Absolutely not. Naomi Osaka has admitted that she expected to retire from tennis after giving birth to her daughter, Shai, 2 years ago. I was one of those people that thought when I had a kid, I would stop playing tennis, she told People. While I was pregnant, I was kind of very inspired. I also wanted my daughter to be able to see me play tennis. It was such a big part of my life, and I feel like she doesn't know it, but she definitely inspired me to continue. Patrick McEnroe is convinced that an American player will win the U.S. Open men's singles title ahead of reigning champion Jannik Sinner. Ben Shelton and Taylor Fritz are the host country's main hopes, but neither player has won a Grand Slam title before. I'm going to say there's going to be an American man winning this year's U.S. Open, said McEnroe. You can all try to figure out which one that is, because I'm not going to tell you. Serena Williams has spoken about her use of GLP-1 medication after showing off her incredible body transformation. The tennis legend has been sporting a much leaner figure since hanging up a racket 3 years ago. I would always get to a certain point on the scale, but I could never get below that, said the American. That's when I decided that it was time to try something different and got on the GLP-1 with Roe. I was putting in the work. I actually think it's a problem a lot of other women can relate to, that you are in the gym and eating healthy, but just can't get to the level you want to need to. I feel lighter mentally. I feel sexier. I feel more confident. Costine Hatzi, the ex-girlfriend of Nick Kyrgios, has opened up on life since their split earlier this year. I was fully supportive, she said. I went to all the tournaments. I was doing everything behind the scenes. His washing, his cooking, everything. I was happy to, because I loved him and we had a great relationship at the time. So I don't regret anything that I've done. It's different now. I have all this time for myself. I'm in a really reflective but motivated place. Wasn't a shock. That chapter of my life was meaningful and I'm grateful for the memories. I'm really just embracing this next chapter of rediscovery and independence. Botic van de Zandschulp suffered an embarrassing wardrobe malfunction during a match at the Winston-Salem Open. He was playing against Yenchikid Bu when the umpire spotted a label in the back of his shorts. I can see the label for the shorts inside. The label of the shorts, said the official. Van de Zandschulp ignored the umpire, though, simply adjusting the back of his shorts before playing on.